Hi. You want to be a part of the video? Honestly, he'd be the star, I'm gonna say. Hey everyone, my name is Alex, aka Mr. Alexander, and this is Mr. Alexander Rips. It is my very first episode on this channel, and I am so excited to share my first ETB opening with all of you. I should preface, it wasn't my first ever ETB opening. I've opened two before, but this is the first time that I actually recorded it. Today, what I'm actually going to be doing is I'm going to be narrating an ETB opening that I've already done. I was too excited to open a box of Prismatic that I'd purchased. I got it for $99 at London Drugs, so I got a really good price on it. That's Canadian dollars, by the way. And I was really excited. I just wanted to open it, so I wanted to film the opening, but there was so much background noise that I couldn't really do a good narration. So today I'm going to be rewatching that for the first time and doing the narration over it, just from hearing things that people have said about Prismatic. First of all, it's difficult to get a hold of, and especially difficult to get hold of at a good price. But then that the pulls are meh, not so good. This was my second time opening a Prismatic ETB. I had purchased one the day before and opened that one as well, which I didn't record. So this will be my second time opening one, but my first time narrating it. And it's just a pretty box. I'm gonna flick through here. I had looked at the one that I opened in my first box, but I figured I would do it for the camera, just in case, so you can see what's in the box. Also in the background there's the Arceus tin, the lunchbox. I bought that while I was in Banff for my birthday, just in April. There was nothing crazy in there, but I thought it was a really cool box. Okay, and we've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 booster packs of Prismatic. Also in the background there's the ETB I opened when I first started recollecting, which was a Scarlet and Violet base set, and it's got the Miraidon on the box. Got myself a promo Eevee, that'll be my second one. I did end up taking it out of the packaging though, and that one I sent off to get graded. First time grading as well. I've never done that before. I'm still waiting for that to come back. I also really love the sleeves for the set. I've decided, because Umbreon and Espeon, in fact I ended up deciding I'm collecting all the evolutions, because how could I not? I'm going to sleeve them exclusively in those Prismatic Eevee sleeves. So starting off with the first one here, and figured I would show the code card, or I will be at some point. I thought I was going to do it first. Starting off with the Hollow Energy, which is kind of cool. Got ourselves a Sneasel, Professor's Research, Dusclops. I'm not going to read out all of these Pokemon because I'm sure you can read them. I love this Pokeball Spritzy. Reverse Holucha, and then the Hollow Iron Bundle. Yeah, that Spritzy, that's one that I've decided to keep in my collection. It's a really pretty card. As for what I'm collecting, like I said, the evolutions for sure. Any cards that I just think are really cool looking or pretty, like the Spritzy one, I'm gonna keep those. I actually have a whole... Originally I started with just like a couple of Pokemon. My favorite is Mimikyu, so that's one of the ones that I'm collecting. But there was just Mimikyu and Marshadow were kind of the initial ones I was collecting. And then it kind of just spiraled, and there's probably a list of like 15 to 20 Pokemon now that I'm exclusively collecting. So everything else I'm, you know, selling on buy and sell or eBay. I'll maybe do another video where I go over specifically what I'm collecting, and we can go over what I already have. I mean, let me know if that's something that you're interested in. There's another code card. And yeah, I mean, if there's any kind of content that you'd like from someone like myself who's not necessarily a Pokemon card expert, but really is trying to get into it and is looking for the master set for a rather large number of Pokemon, let me know. Let me know what you're going to see. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Okie doji? Doge. Okie dokie. Not bad. So really the only major hit right now is the Pokeball Spritzy, which I can't get over how pretty that card is. Another code card there. I don't play the Pokemon Live game, so feel free to snap that. Aromatisse. Eevee there. Suicune. Let's see. The reverse Crispin, reverse Litleo, and an Umbreon Hollow. This might be the first time I got the Umbreon Hollow, which I add to my collection. I think I have that. I may have purchased it as a single from somebody. And I may also have the Japanese version because I have done a few packs of the Terrastall Japanese packs. Okay, we're going into our next one here. It's so exciting watching this back. I mean, obviously I know the outcome, but it's just fun to watch. Got ourselves another energy, of course. Houndour, Applin. Love the artwork on the Goldeen. Hoot Hoot. Suicune again. The Buddy Buddy Poffin. Kieran. Like a Dunsparce. Cottony. And a Hollow Dusknoir. So far, main hit is still that Pokeball Spritzy. So you know, how many packs are we now? 3 packs in. I can see how people get discouraged with the pull rate. Not that I'm an expert on pull rates and Pokemon cards by any stretch of the imagination. Another code card there. If anyone in the comments... Oh, look at that. Hollow Energy, Metal Energy, Steel, Metal. What do they call it in the card game? If anyone in the comments happens to know... What was I going to say? Oh my god. Oh yeah, if anyone in the comments... Oh, look at that. We've got the Hollow Professor's Research, Reverse Sylveon, and Lucario EX. Not bad. I think the Sylveon's going straight into my personal collection, as is the Professor's Research, because I do like those Pokeballs. So what I was going to say, if anyone wants to drop in the comments if they play the Pokemon Live game, like, I haven't actually met anyone who does yet, so it'd be really interesting to hear more about that. Gotta remember the sleeves. If I remember correctly, I'm trying to do some kind of organization on top of the ETBs and such in the background. I think one of those is for like my Pokeball hollows. One of them is for the EX pulls. One of them is for the energy cards. I think this is pack... Ooh, I don't remember which pack this is. It might be 4. Or 5. I'm not paying attention to my own video. I could just pause and look. Alrighty. Amoris. Furfru. I can't remember. Riolu. Friends in Paldea. Beautiful Seaking. The Seaking and the Goldeen. Beautiful cards. I bet they would look really good in like a reverse or... Ooh, not the reverse, sorry. The Pokeball pattern. And Fluttermane. I do like the hollow on the main part of the card down at the bottom. I think that's really cool. There they are, all spread out. Looks like we're down to our last 3. No special illustration rares. Is it illustration or art rare? See, this is how new I am to the hobby. SAR is Japanese, right? That's how it's denoted. So these are special illustration rares. Well, these aren't, but in the English sets, that's what they're called when they have the cool art. Why am I telling you this? You probably know more about this than I do. Reverse Bronzor, Reverse Spritzy, and Roaring Moon. Reverse Spritzy is not as cool as the Pokeball one. I think the kind of fragmented pattern on the Pokeball ones, that's what, it just looks really cool, the way the light shines. Pack number 8. But yeah, as another code card. At this point, if I remember correctly, I was like, well, we're getting to the end here. I could really use some, like, magic. Oh, look, there's the Hollow Basic Energy. I was really hoping to find an SIR in this ETB, even though I know the pull rates suck. But never say never, hey? Look at that. I totally forgot about this one. Very cool. That did go into my collection, but I totally forgot about that until I saw it again. So I got the Pokeball Glaceon there, and then I got the Hollow Espeon. Both of those heading right into my collection. As I said, I'm collecting every card I can for the evolutions, as well as a few other Pokemon. But like I said, if you want to see a video about that, let me know. So yeah, no crazy pulls. We're coming on to our last pack now. No crazy pulls up until now. Got the Lucario EX. That's probably the quote-unquote biggest. Aside from like the Pokeballs. I don't know if those are considered better or more rare. But I do love the design on them. I'm also collecting the Hollow Energies as well, because I think those are super cool. So we're on to the last pack, and this is where I said a little prayer to Arceus and all the other Pokegods. I needed some last pack magic. Showing off that code card. Let's go. We got a basic Leaf Energy. We got a Dunsparce, Houndour, Applin, beautiful Goldeen, Two Rose Scenario, Slow King, Janine's Secret Art, an A-spec. It's so cool to see it for real. I'm actually gonna like let you listen to the real audio because I was in stunned silence. Oh my god. I'm like the way I had like just the A spec, and then I was like fully not expecting anything to happen at this point. And then the hollow to Dunsparce in the background. Look at this card though. Incredible. Like, I wish I could show you like in real life like what this looks like. Like the detail, the look of like the ridges and stuff, like the texture is incredible. Straight in the top loader. Aside from my car, that's probably the most expensive thing that I own. I guess technically my house is probably more expensive, but I mean, that's mortgaged. I guess the bank kind of owns that for a little bit, in a way. But yeah, look at that. Insane. Insane. So yeah, that was my second ETB opening. My, well, third if you count the Scarlet Violet base set one in the background with the Miraidon on the box. But that was my second Prismatic ETB. Insane. So after I filmed this, I did another video right after, which I'll post, I guess, next week or whenever. I don't really know what the cadence of my video is yet, but I did another video where I opened a bunch of mystery packs that I bought from the dollar store, so stay tuned for that. But immediately after that, I like sent pictures to everyone I knew. I'm like, look what I just fucking pulled. Insane. And just this last weekend, I took it to a local college store. And I sent it to get graded. I was like, if there's one card that I'm going to get graded, it's for sure going to be this. And because I was already there, I took like my EV promo. I also took a Sabrina Psyduck. Psyduck's another card that I'm collecting because my husband is a huge Psyduck fan. So I was like, we're going to get that graded. Doesn't matter what it comes back at. We just want it in the plastic and it's just going to look really cool. So sent the Umbreon, sent the Eevee promo, sent the Psyduck, and there was a third that I sent. I don't remember it. Could it have been my Articuno? I do have an Articuno, but I don't think it was that. Yeah, I can't remember. I'm like blanking right now. But yeah, I'm super excited. So when that comes back, obviously I'll post to show you what grade it got. The guy said he feels like it would be a 9 minimum. He says there's a little widening around the edges, but he's seen like PSA pass 10s for those before. So fingers crossed. I'm hoping for a 10. That'd be really cool. But you know what? Either way, it's going to be in its little case. It's going to look so good, like on a shelf, like in a display cabinet at home. And I'm so excited. A few people have asked me, you know, would you sell it? Because it's worth so much money. I'm like, you know what? As much as that money would help me right now, I mean, it would help anybody. I mean, unless you're a billionaire, you probably don't need a couple of $1,000s. I do. I need thousands of dollars. Hundreds even. I'll take $10. But no. Would that money help? Absolutely. But at the end of the day, this card is one that I never thought I would get my hands on. I know I've only been back in the hobby for, I think, maybe a couple of months now. But with how difficult it's been to get any product at like a reasonable price, you know, keeping away from scalpers and people who charge exorbitant amounts of money for things, it's been really difficult to get a hold of products, especially something like Prismatic. And knowing like how rare the Umbreon card is, how sought after it is, how difficult it is to get a hold of, etc., and how expensive it is, it's a card I never ever thought I would have access to. You know, because certainly not at this point in my Pokemon card collecting life. I'm not going to be dropping thousands of dollars on a Pokemon card, and I don't have enough of a collection to be in a position where I could trade X amount of cards for that Umbreon card. So it was something that was never on the cards for me, or in the cards, I guess. So finding that and finally having that, and like, I couldn't sell it. So yeah, once it's graded, it's gonna sit on my shelf proudly, with my other graded cards when they come back too. So yeah, that is my first video. What a way to fucking end my video. So cool. I was so pumped. I'm still so pumped. I've calmed down considerably from that moment, so that's why I can be as collected as you see this person before you. Let me know what more you want to see. I'm really enjoying opening packs and posting shorts of those, so I'll definitely be doing that. Like I said, I do have another video on the horizon that is already recorded. I just need to add the narration to it, and that is opening packs from the dollar store, which is as wild as it sounds. But let me know if there's anything else you'd like to see. Yeah, I don't know. This is my first go at Pokemon card content, so I'm open to suggestions. But thank you so much for stopping by. I'd really appreciate a like. I'd really also appreciate a follow, and, you know, share with other Pokefans, Pokemaniacs that you might know. Yeah. Hope you have a great day, and I'll catch you in the next one.